What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of our NHL 23 Be a Pro Series with our goaltender, Everett Scott. And we are still not doing well at all. As you can see, we are 17, 17, and 7. So we are 500, but we would like to be a lot better. And as you can see, we have played in 28 games. We have a 3.79 goals against on average, and we have an 88 save percentage, and we are 10, 11, and 4. Obviously, I would like those numbers to be better, but I mean, my team can hardly score goals. So part of the blame, I'd say, is on my team. Just as long as I don't do any attempts at diving poke checks on a breakaway, I think I've been playing pretty decent. But in today's episode, I'm hoping that we can play both these games against the Panthers because they are divisional opponents, and I think we'll have to look here, see where they are in our division, because last time, they're in the wild card spot, and they have 4 more points than us. So if we can win both of those games, we will be tied with them in points. So we will technically be in a wild card spot. Because at this point, with how kind of terrible we're playing, unless we can really pick it up towards the end of the season, I think we'll hopefully be scraping the bottom of the barrel and making it in the wild card. Because, I have very little doubts that we'll be anywhere above the wild card spot. So, these 2 games against Florida would definitely be very important ones. So I'm hoping that we do get to start in the second one as well, and hopefully we can have a good performance in this one. But before we jump into the third period, if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button. It helps me out a ton. And if you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. That also helps me out a ton, and I appreciate both those things every single time you do them. And without further ado, guys, let's jump into this game. All right, we are trailing by 1 goal here at the start of the third. Definitely not ideal, but we can come back from that, hopefully. I've seen my team score a lot of goals in one period before, so hopefully this could be like one of those. Like the game against Boston, where we inevitably completely screwed the pooch, and then we ended up losing that elimination game. They scored like 4 goals in the first period, if I remember correct. So hopefully we can manage to get things at least tied up, and then... Oh, that was a close one. If we have to go to overtime, that's okay, but I'd prefer if we could just get it done in regulation, because I do not want Florida to get any points out of this. Romanov gets it over to Suzuki, back to the point. Caulfield shot just wide. Whoa, what's the Tendy doing? He's doing like a 360 in his net. I assume that's Bobrovsky, or maybe it's Spencer Knight. I don't know. I didn't pay attention on the sim screen. There we go. First save of the game. But I was trying to play through every game, just doing third periods, and I noticed that my team just absolutely sucks in the third period for some reason. And I have all my slider settings where the forums say they should be, so I don't know. But I played full games. I played a couple of them, and we seemed to do well. It just depended on who we were facing. But I didn't have enough time to sit there and play through every game, because we are, I believe, 1 game above the halfway point as Vincent Trocheck ties it up with a nice slapper. But I think we are 1 game past the halfway point. This should be game 42, somewhere around there. But I didn't have enough time to play through all of those games, so I ended up simming through some of them. And we were just terrible in the simulation. We could not score at all. We were always losing like freaking by multiple goal margins. But what can you do? But I don't know if I will stay with Montreal after this season. I guess if we make the playoffs, that would be a good, like, that'd be like a good way for me to kind of make me want to stay in Montreal, I guess. And if we win the Stanley Cup, if we somehow manage to win the Stanley Cup, I promise you I will stay with Montreal. But I don't know. We just have to make the playoffs first before we get that drastic. But yeah, I don't know if there will be 3 videos this week since it is Thanksgiving on Thursday. There will be 2 at least. There'll be one, well, on Monday when you're seeing this. Get over. There'll be one on Monday when you're seeing this one. And then there will be one on Wednesday. I don't know what that one will be. But I'm not sure about Friday since I don't really know if you guys would want to... I'm not sure what you guys normally do during your Thanksgivings. I don't really do anything on the Friday after Thanksgiving. But I know some people probably have other Thanksgivings they got to go to and stuff like that if you celebrate Thanksgiving. And so I don't really want to upload a video if you guys are going to be busy, you know. But I don't know. We'll have to see how I feel. Worst case scenario, I record one Wednesday night since I don't have to work Thursday or Friday, so. But we'll just see. I always tend to play it by ear. I've been recording my videos like the day before they need to go up just because I don't like doing that, but it also helps me keep everything fresh in my mind so that way I know what needs to be cut out and I know what doesn't. Because I ran into problems where sometimes I would forget certain bits and then I'd have to go back into it and edit stuff out that I almost forgot to edit out, if that makes sense. Because I do very basic editing. I just do like cutting and that's about it. I just cut stuff out and get rid of it. I don't usually add fancy tricks. When I do, I'm like very bad at it. Like I think in one of my old Red Dead Redemption 1 videos, Wes Dickens said lumbago, and I threw in a meme from Red Dead 2 with Uncle always talking about his lumbago. And that was about as fancy as I get with my editing. But yeah, I normally just like to keep it simple because I don't really feel like my content necessarily needs to be super fancy since it's just gameplay. It's not like I'm doing a discussion video on a TV show or something like that. But yeah, I also am not really skilled when it comes to video editing. I'm assuming a very basic video editing software. I would use Adobe because it seems like that's what everybody uses, but I don't have the money to pay for that crap. So, well, not crap, it's really good. But I don't have the money to pay for it. So I found a one-time purchase one called Movavi. Nice blocker save. And that one seems to work good for what I need it for. So I ain't gonna complain. If it works for me, that's all that matters. Eventually, if I ever have the money to pay for Adobe Premiere, then I will do that. I'll give it a shot and see if I like it. Same with Photoshop, because I know my thumbnails aren't really all that crazy and they probably don't bring in a lot of people because they're kind of just generic, but I do the best of my abilities to make them stick out a little bit. But I don't know, I'm a novice when it comes to this stuff. I just do the best I can and hope you guys give me some support, and if you do, that's great. But I don't know, 369 people apparently found something they liked about my content, which is good. But I always knew that the channel growth would slow down a bit since NHL 23's been out a while. So, but the thing is, I still get kind of bummed because it's like, well, I had so much growth in a short period of time and now it's kind of slowed down quite a bit, and then I just have to keep reminding myself yeah, that's gonna happen. I got a big growth on my channel because I started uploading a brand new game, so that's why I got a lot of traffic coming through. Nice save. And now the game's kind of old, so the people who are wanting to watch it have already found it and they're gonna keep watching it. And then new people coming in, they aren't really interested in it because it's not new, if that makes sense. But usually my videos tend to get a decent amount of views like a few days after they're up. Like the day I upload my videos lately, they don't get a bunch of views, but then like the day after, the next couple days after, they seem to start raking in the views. So I don't know if maybe I just need to change my upload time or what, but I don't know. It's just stuff you gotta learn in the whole YouTube world, I guess. But I always tell myself as long as I'm having fun doing this, then I'm going to keep doing it. And once it gets to the point where it's not fun for me anymore, then that'll be it. And I'm definitely still having a lot of fun doing this. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content and having fun watching it as well. Especially when I do ridiculous save attempts and I just completely jump out of the way of the breakaway player. Surprisingly, nobody really gave me shit for that terrible attempt at a diving poke check in the last episode. I did get a comment about it, but no, I still thought it was funny. But hopefully, like I said, we can get 2 wins in this one. I feel like we've been losing a lot in the past few episodes, so definitely got to turn that around. And if I start to get the feeling that my team really can't score when we just do third periods only, then maybe I'll just switch to doing 1 game per episode and do the full game sort of thing. But I definitely regret... Oh, I thought we were going to get that goal there. I definitely regret doing the playoffs the way I did them last season. I don't like how I played one, simmed one. Dvorak wraparound. Oh, couldn't get the shot off quick enough. He just held it too long there. But yeah, I don't really like how I went through the playoffs last year. So I think what I'm going to do this year, if we do make the playoffs, or the next time we do make the playoffs, I will... Oh, I don't need to empty my net for that. I will... hang on. Oh, what? Whatever. Anyway, I feel like I was in position for that. Like, some of these goals, I just don't understand how they get through. Like, you just get cheesed sometimes. But anyway, I feel like what we're going to do in the next playoffs is we'll play third period of every game until we get to an elimination game, and then we will play the full thing. Just because I feel like that's more interesting. But we have a minute and a half to tie things up again because Sam Bennett got a freaking gift from EA, apparently. I seriously don't know how that went in. I feel like I was in good position and my guy just said, nope, that's going in. That's the thing with goalie mode. Like, you can be in perfect position. You could be 99 overall on absolutely every like attribute, and your guy would still give up crappy goals like that. That's just how the game works. And I know stuff like that happens in real life, but I feel like that happens way more than it should in goalie mode. It's just like they can't figure out how to make it more realistic for goalie mode. But unfortunately, it looks like we are not going to be winning this game after all. But if we can at least get 1 win over the Panthers, that would be great. We could at least get 1 win in this video. That'd be great. Like I said earlier, we just seem to lose all the time. Yep. Unfortunately, we get the loss in game 1, but let's see if we can go into Florida and get a win on their home turf. All right, guys, we are up 1-0 here in Florida at the start of the third period. I got them rocking their freaking dope 22 to 23 reverse retros. I feel like everybody loves the Panthers reverse retro jerseys this year. I haven't heard anybody say they hate them or that they dislike them. Nice glove save. My guy can make a glove save like that, but he lets in that freaking crappy goal from Sam Bennett. Like, how does that make any sense? And we're already going to the penalty box. That's good. High sticking. All right, you don't see that penalty that often. All right, yeah, that's definitely some high sticking by Christian Dvorak. Hit him right in the face. We got a lot of players on our team in the top of the leaderboards for hits, which is good. But yeah, I don't feel like I've been playing bad. I mean, I don't play great, but I just feel like my team just isn't getting it done in front of me this year. Like, and I feel like we have a better team than we had, well, I mean, we basically have the same exact team from last year, so you'd think we'd still be able to do as well as we did last year. But I mean, last year I feel like we were kind of an up and down team as well, if I remember correct. But I don't remember struggling this much like we're doing this year. Like, if we win this game, we are back to 500. We'll be 18-18-7, which will keep us in a playoff race, but it's definitely not where you want to be at the halfway point of the season, or past the halfway point of the season.
And he takes the pass. They put the puck into the offensive end. Florida's got the puck along the wall.
But yeah, like I said, if we win the Stanley Cup, we'll definitely stay with Montreal. We'll sign a new contract with Montreal. Get out of my net. But if we don't make the playoffs, I will definitely see that as like maybe we should just re-sign. But I think I will put a community post up when we get to that point and let you guys pick if I do decide to re-sign with the team. But I don't know. Maybe I'll let you guys decide. Just put a community post up asking if I should stay in Montreal or leave. The thing that's annoying though is that you can't like back out on the contract screen when you get to that point. Like, it'd be nice if they're just like, oh well, we'll let you back out so you can think about it. There we go, Brendan Gallagher puts us up by 2. And apparently he's the captain. I thought it was Nick Suzuki, but well, actually I said it was probably Jeff Petrie, but I don't even think he's on this team. But Brendan Gallagher makes sense. He's been on this team, I think, his whole career, so. But I'm pretty sure Nick Suzuki is the captain of the Canadiens in real life, because I remember hearing something about how he didn't want to learn French or something like that. But I don't know. That Johnny Hockey or Frederick Gaudreau? Because there's 2 of them, just like there's like 2 Sebastian Ahos. I'm pretty sure that's not Johnny Hockey, but maybe it is. Isn't he like 13? I don't know. And depending on how long this game takes, I might decide to do another game in this episode, but it just depends. Like, that last episode was so long because in that one Philly game, my team took like 7 penalties in a row, so it just slowed down the whole third period.
Gets a hold of the puck here in his own end. Here they come, down the left side on the attack.
But yeah, sometimes I've noticed that my team, they can just go on an absolute tear and they just look unstoppable. And they can do that for like a few games. And then you go on to play one game and they just, it's like they're peewee players. It's their first time playing. And it's just like, what are you guys doing?
From point blank. He scores. Well,
As I say that, I give up cross crease goal. But I mean, with that kind of goal, there's not really much you can do unless you just are like 100% accurate with your timing. And I didn't even see that pass, so
breathing a little easier now, Ray.
still my fault. But I mean, it's a good pass. Not much you can do there. I'm just glad we got that extra goal from Goalie.
And a solid job tying up his opponent.
Yeah, sorry if I don't seem like I'm all too interested in this today. It's just kind of early when I'm recording this.
Puck picked up by Uyghur.
So I do apologize if I don't seem energetic, especially not as energetic as the last episode. Yikes. I was bonkers in that one.
Jump in to change up the defense. Montreal's got the puck in the defensive end.
Balsers.
Attack, they come down the right.
Sorry, I was mid-yawn. Evans shot through traffic. Don't think he could get it through. There was Balsers.
And he takes the feed.
I think Evander Kane is 91. I think Balsers is 92, but I could be mistaken. No, I think that says Balsers on the jersey, so.
Pinned up along the boards. Florida's got a hold of it along the wall.
Oh, that was a close one from Balsers.
Chance. Sometimes the puck just doesn't go where you want to finish.
But yeah, my guy is like, his overall is going up so slow.
And that's
I feel like in year 3 in the previous games, you were already like 81 or 82 overall. This year, I'm still at 79. And I feel like I've played, like I played well my rookie season and I played well in the second season. I know I haven't played well at all on this one, but still, I just feel like it's taking so long.
here we go. 2-on-1. Great.
I was waiting for that cross crease,
Scott's taken away all of the rebound possibilities by putting
but we're under the halfway point in this one.
the Canadians get a hold of the puck in the open ice.
Over to Caulfield. He gets poke check, kept in by Trouba.
Across to
Over to Romanoff, back to Caulfield, shot wide.
opportunity and they can't convert.
That's a chance you just don't get back, obviously, James. I mean, you're right in a scoring position and you don't even test the goalie.
A chance in front.
Oh, I think he just missed the net there.
Traffic jam. Oh, he's going to feel that the rest of the game. They are wearing
Here
down
comes
their
Dvorak.
opponents with hits like that.
Leads our team in points.
Florida's
I think it's mostly assists, though. I don't think he has more than... I think he has like 7 goals on the season. Maybe he has over 10 now.
We expected this to be a really competitive game and it hasn't disappointed. Now we're down the stretch and we'll see how it turns out.
puck scooped up by D'Angelo. Let's move to the middle. Takes a shot. And the
See, in real life, I love close hockey games like this because you just never know what's going to happen. But in the video game, I'm like, I fucking hate that. There we go. Galley's got his second of the night. We're up by 2 once again here. But in this game, I hate it because it's like, can you just get like 3 goals? Give me extra bit of insurance because I'm very terrible for 1, and 2, this game likes to screw you over. So yeah, I hate it when it's a freaking close game like this, but we have a 2-goal cushion now, so hopefully I can get the win off that. Kick that one out. I'll pass that out. Probably not a good idea to pass that, but I get some team play. Gallagher looking for a hat trick. Over to Kaner, and Knight with a beautiful glove save there.
Some guys will know that. Some guys just leave it until they get through the current game. I think it's better to know.
Vander Kane almost taking over Trouba's spot. I think I just heard Joey throw up. That's always good. I love picking up cat barf. Not sure why I mentioned that to you guys, but I don't know. Maybe you guys want to know how my cats are doing. I don't know. He probably ate too fast.
Nice pass. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Scooped up along the wall by Barkov.
Ugh, I keep yawning. Here we go. Kane, he gets pushed off the puck.
Florida's got the puck inside the defensive zone.
Something I might change with the slider settings that aren't a part of the Operation Sports Form one is change the fall and stumble shit, because it feels like they just get lightly bumped and they frickin' fall down and they can't get back up for like half the period. And it's just kind of annoying. It's like you didn't even get like crushed. You can't get up.
Had a solid night here. Save percentage is really good while they've built a comfortable lead.
Nice blocker save there. I didn't want to move because I was worried that if I moved, that was going to ruin it. But 3 minutes left to go in the third period now. Nice dump by Balsers. Getting it behind the net. At this point, I just make him chase it, you know. You're looking for points. You've been struggling. So at this point, I would think it'd be smart to just dump the puck, make him chase it. All right, Klingberg. Over to Balsers. Back to Suzuki. Goalie. Back to Anderson. Suzuki shot into the glove of Knight. And then we will finally go on to the power play. Yeah, it's Freddie Gaudreau.
The Canadians get their man advantage unit out there for the first time tonight.
Key for any team on the power play.
Yeah, we're on the power play. Maybe we could get another goal here. First power play opportunity of the night. Nice shot. Good pad save from Knight there.
He makes the safe play and kills the play before any other damage can be done.
Recognizing they're still short-handed here.
One thing I really am excited for, though, is to see if the multiple contracts are back. I heard that they were. I saw DMAC put up a video showing that you get like 4 contracts again this year, which I don't know why they ever took that out to begin with, but that's EA for you. Gonna hold on to that. They have an empty net now, which something that still pisses me off. It's like, if we were down 3-1 right now, I would still be in net the rest of the game. It's like, why? Why is that bugged? They probably freaking bugged it. They probably bugged it when they did their first update. Or maybe they just freaking programmed it like that for some reason. It is EA after all. And Kaner misses a wide open net. They almost skate it right into their own. That would have been nice. Verhaeghe. Another penalty. All right, 4-on-4 for a minute 8. Holding on Evander Kane. All right. Oh, we just got to get it down the ice, make him chase it.
And now it's grabbed by Goalie. The Panthers have it against the wall. Montreal's
All right,
got the puck. Here they come up along
All right,
the
thank
wing.
you. I was going to say just dump it. Once you get past the center line, just dump it around.
Stand-up hit.
Because I'm not sure if on a 4-on-4 you could still get in trouble for not dumping the puck, but
The Canadians find
I don't
all
know.
their offense in the opening period, and it proved to be enough.
because I don't know if technically we'd be considered on the penalty kill at the same time. But looking at the time, I think I am going to actually wrap it up here. Actually, you know what? We'll go back and look at the standings. We'll see where we are at after this game. We should basically still be in the same spot because we went 50-50 with the Panthers, so they should still be in front of us by 4 points. But yeah, we'll go check out the stats, and I guess I can give you a league update for players and everything like that at the halfway point. All right, guys, so we are here back at the main menu. We're going to check out the stats here quick, just to see what our team's looking like and what the rest of the league's looking like. So as you can see, Christian Dvorak is leading our team with 42 points. Behind him is Cole Caulfield, and in third is Brendan Gallagher. Leading our team in goals is Evander Kane with 15. And then we got a three-way tie for second between Caulfield, Gallagher, and Dvorak. So Christian Dvorak has gotten a few more goals since the previous episode. I think in the last episode he only had scored like his 6th or 7th. And who's gotten the most apples on this team? Of course, Christian Dvorak. That's where all his points are coming from. And then Cole Caulfield and Jake Evans. Best plus minus on our team is... Oh, Jeff Petrie still is on this team. That'd be why I thought he was the captain. He is a +6. And for a defenseman, I'm pretty sure a positive plus minus is very good. So, yeah, and then you got Caden Goalie with a +3, and then Brandon Montour and Christian Dvorak with a +1. Who's taking the most penalty minutes? Christian Dvorak. Who's taking the least amount? Well, he's only played in 1 game. Jesse Jolonen, Rudolph Balcers, Jeff Petrie, Brandon Montour have all only had 2 penalty minutes. That's good. Who has the most game-winning goals for us? Vincent Trocheck, Cole Caulfield, Brendan Gallagher, Nick Suzuki, and Rudolph Balcers. Well, Brendan Gallagher, he got the game winner in the last one, so... Evander Kane scores for us most on the power play. Cole Caulfield second. Let's check out goalie stats. They are not good. So I've played in 30 games, definitely the starter this year. I am 11, 12, and 5. No shutouts this year. I have an 88 save percentage and 3.66 goals against on average. And Carey Price, he's played in 18 games. He's 7, 9, and 2 with 1 shutout and an 89 save percentage with 3.15 goals against on average. So both of us are not doing so hot. But hopefully that can get better as the season goes forward. So let's check out the entire league here. So leading in points by a hefty margin is Nikita Kucherov, followed behind by fellow teammate Braden Point. And then William Nylander's on the Tampa Bay Lightning, so they are definitely a stacked team. And then Connor McJesus up there with 54, as well as Nathan McKinnon, who I forgot is on the Bruins. Most goals so far in the season is a tie between Ovechkin, Svechnikov, and Kucherov with 32. Then McDavid has 30, Matthews with 27, Patty Kane on the Avs with 25. Who's got the most apples? Braden Point with 44. All right. Charlie McAvoy with 42. John Carlson with 41. Best plus minus. Nathan McKinnon with a +27. All right. Mikhail Sergachev. Tom Wilson. Of course, Tom Wilson leading with penalty minutes. Most game winners. Patrick Kane with 7 and McJesus with 7. Now let's check out the tendies. You got Vazzy with 28 wins, and then Shesterkin with 25, Nedeljkovic with 24. My boy Robbie Leonard's up there. That's good. Who has the most shutouts? Thatcher Demko with 4. And then you got John Gibson, Nedeljkovic, and a bunch of other people with 3 shutouts. Best save percentage so far from a starter, probably be Ville Husso with a .921. Is there anybody else who's like played more? Vazzy, probably. He's played in 41 games, has a .914. And then goals against. Ville Husso with a 2.36. And then Vazzy with 2.48. All right. Not surprised to see Vasilevsky up at the top there. So now we will look at records, even though you already saw the Atlantic Division. So Tampa Bay is leading by 3 points over the Senators. And yeah, we're still in the same exact spot. We are 4 points behind them still, like I said. So looking at the entire league, Tampa Bay is 1 point ahead of the Jets. And the worst team in the league this year right now is San Jose. They only have 24 points, and they are 10, 28, and 4. All right, so I think at one point Chicago was the worst team, but it seems like they've actually managed to turn things around here. And we are the 22nd place team in the league. So not terrible, but definitely not good. But yeah, so guys, I am going to wrap it up there. If you enjoyed the video and you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already as well. Helps me out a ton, and I appreciate it every single time. And until next time, take care.